Okay, now, there we go. God, I hate when my computer freezes up like that. Anyway, hey guys, Daddy's General here, and I really apologize. I'm like, what? Probably 2 weeks late now? Yeah, on the verge of being 2 weeks. Or maybe, hell, a week late, I guess. But I meant to basically do a coverage on Sage 2010 and give my thoughts about really what was worth playing and what wasn't worth playing this year. Just try to get that annoying glare off the TV out of the way. So I actually apologize for not, updating as I wanted to. Got kind of busy with school, HD work, and whatnot, as well as filming Let's Plays. And speaking of Let's Plays, I actually deleted all of my frickin' voiceovers for Realmus Parts 2, 3, and 4, and Ruby's Notes 4 and 5. I just got done re-recording audio for those. So that's why those haven't been up in a while. But I'm not here to talk about my Let's Plays. I'm here to specifically talk about Sage. And for those who don't know, I covered this last year as well. Sage is known as the Sonic Amateur Gaming Expo, where basically everyone who creates Sonic fan games comes to show off their work. And of course, last year the main highlights were Sonic Rebirth, Sonic Nexus, and a couple of things here and there. Unfortunately, this year, however, was a bit lacking in my opinion. All the games that were shown were okay. There were only quite a few that kind of stood out in my mind. First and foremost, Sonic Retro has once again proved that they are amazing at hacks. Phenomenally amazing at hacks. They just developed a brand new Retro channel and basically applied it to Sonic 1. Now, what the Retro channel is it lets you, basically, it lets you save your, your time, your number of hits you've taken, number of rings you gathered, and everything else, you could possibly do in a Sonic level. It basically keeps track of that and posts it online through the Retro channel. It is phenomenal. It is probably one of the best things that I've seen in a long-ass time. You can finally, say, well, I'm the best at this level in Sonic 1. I could kick your ass at Green Hills, and, oh yeah, let me see your stats. Well, there they are. Well, here's mine. Oh, you are better than me. I mean, it just gives a whole new depth to Sonic 1. And it's great because, you can do any of the zones in any order, any of the acts. Hell, you can do the entire game if you want to. And then you can upload it to the Retro channel. The only downside of the whole Retro channel bit is that it requires a specific emulator to run it as well as a specific plugin, which was included in the package. Unfortunately, as a Mac owner, I could not have that package, so I can't, unfortunately, have fun with the Retro channel as much as I would love to, unless they, release an update patch for it that will allow it to run on, like, Kega Fusion, which would make me happy. But the Retro channel is definitely probably the best out of all of Sage this year. Coming up next, I believe that was very well done, was the Sonic 2 Retro Mix. And this was basically, what if Sonic Advance 3 was done, well, this is my description for it, is what if Sonic Advance 3 was done in the style of the old-fashioned 16-bit games. Exactly what it is. The guy basically took 4 zones from Sonic 2, Emerald Hill Zone, Chemical Plant Zone, Metropolis Zone, and one other zone, I can't remember off the top of my head, and basically gave it an adventure field with 3 different acts in it. And of course, the names are changed and the level layout is drastically different from everything else. But basically, if you play adventure mode, you're basically having to go around these zones through their adventure fields and, find the ring access to the actual, courses, acts. And within the acts, there are set mission objectives you can change. Beat the stage within under a minute, get this amount of score, 5-7 emeralds. And it's a lot of fun. The controls are fantastic. There's no glitches from what I've played so far. Music is superb, and the reworkings of all the levels is just phenomenal. The best part about it, if you don't like the adventure aspect of Sonic Advance 3, you can play through the entire game like a standard Sonic game, from beginning to end. The bosses are the same, except they've been remastered a bit. The classic Eggmobile drill of easiness is now actually on a ramped platform, so be careful. On the 7th hit when he fires that drill, make sure you don't jump if he's on the upward part of the slope, or else you will get hit. That's not fun. The Chemical Dumper, which is what I've named for the Chemical Plant Zone boss, you now have to fight him while submerged using springs and a bottomless pit in the center. And it's hard. I mean, holy hell is it hard. But other than that, I mean, it's phenomenal. You know, there's a lot of replayability. There's hidden areas you can explore in the adventure part. And it's overall very well done. So definitely check it out if you can. I think the Sage site is still open. I will include a link with this video. You know, show it off, you know, in case people are interested. If it's down, I'll then post links to the games I've mentioned here. Next up on my list, also coming from a Sonic Retro Hacking, was the 4th release of Sonic Zeta Overdrive, or their Hacking Contest 2010 build. And unfortunately, the Sage version was a bit buggy. However, if you download it directly off Sonic Retro and not the Sage area, it works. For some reason, the area they include on Sage, for some reason, there was a weird bug where within 30 seconds into the first zone, it would glitch out. Sucks, but then if you download off Sonic Retro's channel, it works fine. Sonic Zeta Overdrive, same game. I think the levels have changed a tad bit, not sure. Well, as in level design, the backgrounds one are now completely new and different, so are the names of the levels, I believe. And they've also included Beam the Dynamite from Sonic Fighters as a playable character. Yes, that's fucking awesome. So that's that. Check it out if you love Zeta Overdrive and you want to continue seeing it. Next up is a 3D Sonic game simply known as Sonic the Hedgehog 3D. Now, it goes without saying, a lot of 3D fan games, in my personal opinion, are complete shit. They're glitchy, the camera's unresponsive. It's just, they're not that fun to play. You know, the only ones who kind of defied that a bit was Sonic Robo Blast 2, but that kind of had control issues in my personal opinion, as well as some design problems. But Sonic the Hedgehog 3D, it's actually a lot of fun. There's 4 playable characters: Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Mighty. And you know, they're taking the Sonic Extreme approach, no fish islands, where each zone has a different gimmick to it. In the current build, there are only 2 zones, and so far, I played it all the way through, well, the demo at least, and it was actually a lot of fun. The controls were responsive. It took a while to get used to. Once you got used to it, it was a lot of fun. The environments were very well done. There's a great sense of exploration to be had, and the special stages, difficult at times, were actually quite a lot of fun. Definitely had a sense of urgency. Can't say much on the story since the game isn't finished yet, but still a really solid game. You know, those were really the only ones I would recommend. Time Twisted, once again, was pretty good, but build really wasn't that much different from last year. Nexus, don't know what the hell's going on with Nexus. Nobody does anymore. So Nexus wasn't at Sage. And that's really it. The only other thing worth mentioning, I guess, is the Sonic MMO, Sonic Arena. That's really it, though. But, yeah, definitely, I'll post links to Stage if that website's still up, and if not, then I'll try to post links to Sonic 3D, Zeta Overdrive, 3 Retro, and Sonic Channel, or Sonic 1 Retro Channel. So, that's it. I'll see you guys whenever I finally get post up my damn LP, so, see you then.